Hey, y'all. Happy Monday. I had to get myself together here. Happy Monday. You know what today is? Today we're doing the Real Housewives of Atlanta recap. And it's a show. We got a show for y'all because we got to talk about Ralph Pittman. That man is a mess. And I'm going to tell y'all this right now. Nobody on this earth is going to ban my family from our house. It's not going to happen. What do you mean my sister can't come? Have you lost your everlasting mind? And I can see if you upset with my sister for a second, but for 4 years, not happening. We'll talk about it. And we got to talk about Marlo. Marlo was a whole piece of work. She's a whole piece of work. And she goes gutter low. But yes, she wants to tell Kandi about her personality. Why don't you look at the man in the mirror, Marlo? Because you're messy. But we're going to get into it. So I hope you're ready for a Monday's recap of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay? And before I board this train, did y'all see the BET Awards? I only saw some of it. I have to go back and watch the rest. But Patti LaBelle. Now, I like Patti LaBelle and I like Tina Turner. But what I'm going to need Patti LaBelle to do is she needs not do another tribute if she can't sing or if she don't know the song. I was done with her. Tina Turner's iconic. You better call Fantasia, Jennifer Hudson, somebody. Come on, Patti. You don't be doing that, messing up the tribute to Tina Turner, talking about work with me. No. Tina Turner went through a lot when she was on this earth. She's an icon. Get it right, Tina. Get it right. Now, y'all know what I need in that chat, right? And listen, don't be hopping this train because y'all love to hop the train. I need y'all to hit that like button, okay? Come on, Jersey Girl 68. Thank you so much. Y'all need to hit that like button and let me know what number ticket you have. Don't hop the train. Y'all know what I need. No, now call on Fantasia. Come on now. Fantasia. Y'all know what I need. Thank you, Lizzie. I see it up there. Let me go back to y'all know what I need. I need a what? Choo-choo. All aboard, everybody. We're about to board this train so we can talk Real Housewives of Atlanta. And what was it called? Roller Stakes and Blind Dates. We're going to get into it, baby. Season 15. Let me bring the peeps in the building. Hey, Leo.
Hey, Diva. How you?
Good. I'm doing well. Hey, Dustin.
Number 16, 2-2. Love you, Diva.
Come on, Dustin. Love you back. Hey, Radiance. Hey, Nikki.
Hello, beautiful people.
Hey.
Hi, Nikki.
Hey, Cocktails. Hey, Lisa.
Hey, darling.
Hey, Emmanuel.
Hey, Diva. I saw that BET tribute. That was so messy.
Messy.
People need to be more comfortable saying no
Yes, it was.
when they're
Yes, it
being
was.
offered something.
Come on now.
I love Patti,
Exactly.
but like you said, Emmanuel, just say no. Just say no. You can't see the teleprompter. Are you kidding me right now?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Do rehearsal. Do rehearsal.
I didn't.
Exactly.
I didn't see the
She
BET.
had come
so
take
what
something.
happened?
I already knew. I
No,
mean,
go ahead,
she
go ahead, Lisa.
always knew she was gonna do this. She should have did rehearsal. She
Come
could
on.
did rehearsal
Yes.
on that. She could
Yes.
did rehearsal. Come on, Patty. You better than that. You could have walked it out. Y'all know how Patty get. Take off your shoes, represent a Tina. Tina one of mine. Because sometimes Tina took off her shoes too and flapped around too. You know what I'm saying? So
Come
it could
on.
have been the same thing. That was the worst BT awards ever. I'm getting tired out every time I look up at all this hip hop. Okay. I need some soul music. Okay. Y'all need to bring the
Wait
R&B
a
back because R&B is gone. I'm tired of these people who cannot sing, getting up there kind of singing. You got these girls up in looking half naked, kind of shake their tail. I am so over. Okay, yes, I'm a big girl. I like to shake my tail too, but baby, we need to put it down sometime and then sit on the stage and then sing like Whitney Houston did. You know what I'm saying? Or Gladys Knight and them did. I'm sick of this mess. I'm sick of it.
Sick
Well,
of it too,
black
Lisa.
women
You
are
know
better
what?
than
You know
that.
what she could have did too, Lisa. She could have wrote the lyrics on her hand. I don't care what she would have did. Do like this here.
Did you see the
Yes,
fight, Diva?
huh?
Did you see the fight?
I didn't see the fight because I didn't even watch the whole
Yep,
thing.
that's true
I got
too.
to go back and watch it. But you know what? Like Busta Rhymes said, why don't you stop? Why don't you stop? You're messing up the bag. Like, and
Yeah.
they want to know why we're looked upon as a joke in the culture. Because every time we go somewhere or do something, it has to be nonsense.
It's crazy.
For what? You can't be at an award show and chill?
I know. I was
So
like,
wrong with you.
she couldn't wait till they left the place.
You that jealous?
Hey Diva.
Yes, but we'll talk about the BET was another time. Yes,
Somebody said Patty has dementia.
I don't know. They might just be saying that because she's 79. But you know what, though?
Right.
There's some, listen, my dad, 84, he'll be 85 in August. And he
That's
got
a blessing.
all his marbles, so to speak. He got all his marbles, so to speak. So no, Patty, get your life together. Put the lyrics in front of your face. Have somebody hold up cue cards, but get your life together. This was Tina Turner.
Come on now.
In my mind, I'm sorry, Patty, you get an F. Okay, but don't get me started. You're Haitian. Okay. So we're gonna do this, okay?
Hey, before you get into it, can
Yes.
I make a special announcement really quick?
Of course.
Our girl Eve, she said she's doing well and she said she misses everybody and she's excited to be on the panel again soon. Y'all know Eve or other VIP.
That's sweet.
You know, or another VIP.
Yes, come on now. Come
So
on,
she's gonna be back on the train soon and we can't wait till she's back.
Yeah, you
Can't
know,
wait.
we'll VIP
Can I say
with the
something, Shan?
announcements. With the train announcements. All right.
Choo choo.
That's right. That's choo choo. Okay. Yes, with the train announcements. Okay. Listen, guys, let's get into the show. It was called Roller Steaks and Blind Dates, honey. Okay. So, you know, they opened up with Drew. Drew's family is adorable. Okay, little mama, she was checking her temperature because you know she had the flu, but she's all better now. And Drew's there with her assistant. Now, listen, Drew. I'm not being shady. Diva trying to give you some tips. When you going through, now we didn't know, we wouldn't have known she was going through a breakup if they didn't put it out there in social media after everything already filmed, right? But when this was filming, we didn't know. But we know what we know now, right? So, Drew, I hope you're cutting back on some expensive. You got an assistant there. You got a chef. Calm down, Drew. You better open up a cookbook. Your sister coming and you got the chef and it looked like enough food for 10 people. Get the cookbook out or order a pizza so when your sister gets there at midnight, she can have a slice of pizza and a bottle of water. You better save that money, Drew. But anyway, I digress. Let me go back. So Drew is there. You know, it's the daughter, it's her assistant. And Drew was speaking to Alexa. Alexa didn't recognize the song quite, easy, whatever the case may be. And Drew said, I'm going to show you my dance moves. Now, Drew, I just commended you just last week saying, oh, you can dance. And now we see you with the assistant and you forgot the moves already? Come on, Drew. Now you got to do better. I love you, Drew, but do better, right? So Drew said her sister's coming. So Ralph comes in the room. You know, Ralph is a piece of work. Ralph is a piece of work because she's telling Ralph, you know what? My sister's coming, mom's coming, everybody's coming to kind of support me in this venture, whatever the case may be. He's talking about, I don't know if I'm going to be able to stay around if your sister come here because your sister hurt me. Are you kidding me right now, Ralph? She said some things to me that was very hurtful. And it was going in a circle as to what exactly did the sister say. Now, let's be clear. I think what the sister said to Drew way back before we even met Drew and Ralph, exactly what everybody saw on the screen when we first met Drew and Ralph. Ralph is a piece of work. He seems to be, appears to be abusive emotionally, it just at the very least emotionally. And he's a gaslighter. Okay? And then any chance he gets to go away, he's going to go away. He want to tell her, because your sister is coming, I may have to go away. Where you going, Ralph? What husband constantly leaves their house? And it's a big house. Stay in your room. Go in the basement. I don't know. You can avoid the sister. He's a mess. And I'm not falling for his shenanigans, right? Let me add this scene to it. You know, Sheba Sheree. I don't really know what to make about Sheba Sheree, but I like expansion. I really do. I don't mind. You got a brand, expand your brand. But I think you should get a hold on your current side of the brand before you start expanding. First, she had ladies wear, then she had men's wear. Now she want to utilize putting the grandbaby to work already. And don't they got some labor laws on this thing? She's doing baby Sheba Sheree. I think it's seen too much. I think Sheree should focus on the ladies line and the man's line and getting some products on there. Because when they asked her, was she making a profit yet? She was like, no. Girl, slow down. Slow down. Before you add this baby line, make a profit on the female and the male line. Sheree needs direction and help. I'm going to pray for Sheree. Everybody, hashtag pray for Sheree because she's all over the place, right? And then we got Marlo in her, what is that darn business name? Showroom, where she rents the clothes, okay? The Renaissance Showroom. So, and you know, let me tell you what I do like about Marlo. She has the podcast for the foster kids, Foster Kid Friday. I like the Foster Kid Friday. See, Marlo has some good things in her, but they will never override the bad pieces of her. The good pieces get drowned.
I hope Emmanuel's sitting down.
Come on, sit down. And the bad pieces rise to the top. I mean, she got this Foster Fridays. It seems so cute. And then she does all this other shenanigans, right? And her issues with Kandi, they're all made up in her head. They don't make sense to me, right? And so I will say Sonia came to visit Marlo at the showroom. And, you know, Sonia, she got her Mommy Nation shirts are going to go into the department store belt. You know, she's trying to do things with the Mommy Nation. But you know what? And I could appreciate Sonia saying to Marlo, listen, I see a different side of you. The side of you I see is the lovable side. The side of you that comes out when you around the ladies, it just doesn't make sense to me. It's a whole nother person. Marlo's a Jekyll and Hyde. But the bad side come out more than the good side. Now we're going to focus on those scenes right there so far. It's 3 scenes. It's Drew and Ralph. It's Sheba Sheree adding the baby stuff to the line. Okay? And then it's Marlo in her showroom. Let's talk about it. Let's have a conversation. All right, I'm going to start. Go ahead, start at the top. Leo, what are your thoughts?
Hey, VIP. Look, I'm in the mindset. I'm in the mindset when it comes to Drew and Ralph, Diva. I'm going to be honest with you. I really can't connect with their story because I know they're getting divorced.
Right.
So I see all his faults, you know, so I'm very biased on every scene because I'm just so you know how you think about people is how they introduce to you. In that very first season when he got lost and went to Tampa, I was done, I was through, and that's all. With Sheree,
at first, I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought they was playing games for a storyline, but now we know that was dead true.
Yep. Yep.
But go ahead.
Yeah, I just don't have no energy for them.
Mm-hmm.
And so as far as Sheree is concerned and her baby clothes, I wish Sheree the best. I wish Sheree the best. I hope she pay her bills. I hope her business is successful. I think that her markup on her merchandise is outrageous. So I don't see longevity in it.
Mm-hmm.
But I do wish her well. Okay. I wish her well. I wish her well. And who's the third person?
And the third person
What's
was
the third
Marlo.
scene?
It was Marlo and Sonia at the showroom, Marlo's showroom. And you know,
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, so I had to block it out so I can get to the. I had to focus on the two things so I can get to the meat.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot deal with Marlo. I just really feel like she playing Sonya. She playing Sonya for the cameras. She playing Sonya for the storyline. All these Sonya underestimates. I'm not gonna take away from the fact that Sonya was pulled in by the heartstrings with Marlo.
Mm-hmm.
Marlo is manipulating those feelings, that the type of person that Sonya is. Sonya riding hard for Marlo because she feel like Marlo is without anybody that's backing her up. She want to be there for Marlo. She see other things in Marlo that she thinks no one else see. But she's not really evaluating if she was a fan of the show. So I know she watched the show.
Right.
All the things that people see in Marlo that she sees, they seen them too. But the majority of the things that Marlo shows is what people are reacting to. They've been dealing with Marlo for a decade. She brand new on the scene, not them.
That part.
Not them.
That's facts.
So that's the part I take in with that scene. I feel bad for Sonya because when that thing come back to her and slap her in the face, she gonna be looking stupid.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And EV said, "Did anybody buy anything from She by Sheree? I'm not gonna spend my money on no clothes.
I didn't either.
No.
I didn't either.
Sheree when you could go to Shein.com.
That part.
Allegedly, right?
Allegedly. That part right there. I will not pay overpriced for nothing. No.
I don't play with my money like that. Diva, I do not play with my money like that. So no.
We ain't playing with our funds like that. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Dustin, what do you think about any one of those scenes?
Well, I want to say that Shay by Sheree, and I don't think it's gonna last. I wish her well, but I don't think her business is gonna last a long time. Especially if it don't start lowering her prices on her stuff. I think that her business, it might fail down the line, and I hate to say that. I do wish her well, but I don't think that she's gonna last a long time.
Yeah. Good luck to She by Sheree. Wish her well.
Good luck. Yeah.
Good luck.
And then I was gonna say, what's the first one? What's the guy's name you were talking about?
Ralph.
Huh?
Ralph.
Yeah, Ralph. He just put the funny taste in my mouth. He's a piece of work. Yeah, I'm gonna put it that way. He's a piece of work. Why wouldn't you allow somebody in your family in your house? That's crazy.
Yeah, he's insane. That wouldn't have happened under my watch. I tell you that right now. No, it would have been a whole situation back then. Well, you mean my sister can't come here? My sister that was by my side for my whole career. Have you lost your everlasting mind? You're not doing that. Not today.
That's just crazy.
No, it's insane. Thank you, Dustin.
Yeah, it's insane. I'm sorry. It's insane.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm just messing with you, adding to your words, Dustin. You're good. Nikki, what are your thoughts?
Oh, Diva, I have lots of thoughts. I guess I'll start with Sonia and Marlo. I get what everybody's saying about, like, we've seen Marlo behave and go below the belt and all that with everybody, right? Even with Nene, who they supposedly sisters. But what I don't get is why it's just so much heat, like, on Sonia for sticking up for Marlo, who she feels right now is her friend, especially when we got the Kandi Cody clique, right? We got Mama Joyce, we got Kandi's whole family that got her back. We got Kenya has Kandi's back. Sheree, who likes Sheree? Does anybody like Sheree? Miss Lawrence? I don't know who likes Sheree, but Sheree don't really need no help, I feel like. Will anybody get her back? Who's the rest of the cast? Drew from Chicago, so I don't think she need nobody to get her back either. I just feel like, what's wrong with that? Because everybody else that I've seen over the years, they always have a plus one that, you know, I don't know why we feel like she should have to stand alone because she's had bad behavior in the past. Just because my friend, you don't like my friend, does not mean that I'm going to automatically jump over here because you don't like her behavior towards you. She don't have a behavior towards me, so I don't understand why I'm getting all the, you know, backlash because y'all don't like her. I like her. She's my friend. So if I like her, I'm going to get her back. That's just the type of friend I am. That's my deal with Sonia.
But hold on, Nikki, and that's fine.
Gather her. Gather her, Diva.
But
my sister Leo.
Oh, please.
But no, see, here's the thing. You can have your friend back, but when your friend is totally out of line and out of pocket, you got to check them. And maybe you don't check them in front of the group, but you do need to check them.
At all times.
Because see, here's the thing with Marlo. Sonia sees her behavior. She even said, you let the girls trigger you. Why do you show me one side and show everybody else another side? That's somebody that's not quite stable, right? If every time you around every single person you getting into it with, that make sense. It doesn't make sense. Marlo is unhinged. Marlo is not right in the head. Marlo needs therapy, and Marlo should wake up and speak to the online therapist.
I just cannot.
Later on that day when she get dressed, she should physically go to a therapist, and then before she goes to sleep at night, one more again, she should speak to the therapist.
You shady. You shady. And listen, I'm not having none of what you're saying, and here's why. Kandi is unstable. Last time I checked, didn't she say she was going to drag somebody in this bed? No. Nene, we all know something's wrong.
Nene is long gone. We ain't think about
no. Okay. Sheree dated a whole man in prison for 3 years. That's not unstable. I'm just saying. Then he came out.
There's a whole show, Love at the Lockup. The men that get out of jail, they need love too.
Ma'am, stop it. All I'm saying
but
is,
I think that's still missing the point though, Diva. The point is that Sonia don't need to turn her back on Marlo. Sonia needs to be aware of the fact that how she see others being treated, and all those women she has called her friend and have spoken with them and had kumbaya relationships with them. She needs to be aware that she can be treated that way as well. Now, if she addresses it in the way of, I see these traits of Marlo, and do not live in this world where Marlo not going to treat her like that. Don't live there. As long as she lives in the place that she is also up next to be treated the same way the other ladies are being treated, then be with her and be compassionate towards her. I am not the one to say that Marlo is not deserving of compassion in the group by somebody. If Sonia want to take on that role, then she can have at it. As long as she understands she is up next for the treatment.
All I'm saying is, I don't know why we coming for her for being a decent friend to her friend. That's what I'm saying. Like, anybody can see that, okay, if we go trending based off her past behavior, then it's a good chance that if she did all of this to these other people, it's probably a good chance that she's going to do it to you. I'm not saying that. Nobody's arguing that. I'm saying I'm not going to, like, my husband's my bestie, right? I have other besties, but he's my bestie. You better not ever say anything. We're not fighting and whatever in front of other people. We're not going to, he better not ever try it, because I don't roll like that. I'm going to get your back right here, right now. But then when we get home or in the car or whatever, then I'm going to be like, yo, you need to, be different or whatever.
That's your husband that you know. Sonia just met that sister.
Here we go.
Just met that sister and she don't know her left from right.
Here we go. But this is my argument, though, to that, though, Diva, is like this idea that you need to know somebody for 10 years to be able to get their back. Some people for 3 months and you a real one. And then you've been hanging around this other person for 15 years. And just because y'all went to high school together, that's your bestie, but she didn't slept with your boyfriend and your ex-boyfriend. It's just like, I don't get this idea that because you know her for a shorter period of time, then we must dismiss everything that you think about her. No, this is me and her relationship. And she did call her out from what I saw. It seemed like she was trying to say, hey, listen, these people over here, you show them a completely different person than you show me, which I do think that's problematic. But I'm saying too, like if I'm at work or at school or wherever it is that I am, and I have a whole group of people who I know hate me, yeah, I'm sitting on ready 24/7. You always gonna get it. Don't ever think that you're gonna come for me and you're not gonna get it, because why would I sit in the den of my enemies and be nice? I don't know why I would ever do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying she has to be combative, but if you got 10 people that you sitting with and you know nobody likes you, nobody really feels like you deserve to be here, you're gonna be all nice? No, miss me with that. I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm like, look, Kim, listen, I ain't never been a chick that ever had problems and try to settle it. Like, you can either come at me real or not. And that's just how I'm gonna sit at the table. But anyway, I'm gonna move on. My other thing is, I think you talked about Drew and Ralph. And I want to say two things about them. One, it's really not that expensive to have a private chef. Just, I've done the numbers. It's not that expensive. It looks very elegant and high class, but you can get one.
But Nikki, here's the thing. I know that too, but there was a chef that accused Ralph and Drew of not paying them. All I'm telling you is, yeah, anybody can afford a chef occasionally. But who's going to afford a chef just because I got my sister coming from out of town? And
it's your sister, not the president.
And I agree with that.
When it's 2:00 in the morning, she get here and the
that
food
part I didn't
cold anyway. And I got a whole big spread for her. That seemed too much. Now the next day, when you mama and them is already here and y'all wake up, maybe I have the brunch ready with the chef. But other than that, we're ordering the pizza.
I agree, but think about it like this though. I don't know if you watched, what was I watching yesterday? The people in Orange County that are boring. Heather Dubrow, she catering PF Chang's for $48,000. Now I know she got the real money, but I'm just saying.
Nikki, that's not even a comparison. You better go ahead and finish talking about the rest of your stuff.
She's been an actress.
I can't give an analogy.
Forever.
Okay.
She's been an actress, and her husband's a doctor. Heather got coins.
No, my point is, and I get what you're saying. Yeah. I'm just saying my point is, if that's my sister for coming in from out of town, and if I want to stunt, and even I only brought Heather up because of this. We always say we want to see the glamorous side. We want to see, what the rich or the other half or whatever look like. What's wrong with her showing, quote unquote, even if it's fake or she fronting, what the other half look like? I ain't knocking her for that. Like I'm not a pocket watcher.
To be a Kim Zolciak in these streets.
Oh my. Okay, Diva, you don't want today. I can't. Okay, so listen. The other part that I wanted to say about Ralph is, let me start off by saying this. I don't like Ralph having liked Ralph from day one, because I could tell he was a manipulator from the first words that he ever said out of his mouth. I'm like, he is manipulating sis from beginning to end. However, I think you guys were saying something about him having a problem with the sister coming, and she hasn't been able to come for 3 years or however long. So on one hand, because I can't stand him, I'm like, that can never happen. But on the other hand, I have a husband, and we both have our name on this, what is it, on the mortgage or whatever. And so you can't tell me you can't come to my house. That's number one. But I also feel as though I'm not about to go hide in the basement or whatever y'all's suggestions was that where he needs to go, because his family came here. I feel like we both pay the rent or the mortgage or whatever. So I don't understand why, A, I can't have who I want in my house, or B, if you have said person in my house, why I need to be being different or changing or doing anything.
He want to leave because his sister was coming. So I said he's being ridiculous. He's just trying to go see a side chick.
Well, that's probably true.
Go to the basement. Go in your room.
But why? I would never do that though. Like you.
Well, why would he leave though? No, my husband. No, I would tell my husband, no, you're not leaving. Knock it off. When she arrived, you're gonna be here. Now, if you want to stay in your room or go in the basement or in the corner or upstairs, I don't give a darn what you do. But you're not leaving to go spend the night somewhere else because my sister.
Oh, he was trying to like be gone forever?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
But Nikki, I got to move on. Okay. Radiance, what are your thoughts?
I see what you're saying, Nikki G. Why should Sanya feel any type of way about Marlo, and she's new coming in? She should be free to get to know who she wants to. And I'm with that, but we all know it's going to turn for the worse either way. Marlo is Marlo. Marlo is fixed. Marlo is who she is. Now, I agree, walking into a new space, new job, new whatever, get to know everybody, but believe a snake when they show you their snake the first time. So she's just going to learn I feel like Marlo and Sonia have an understanding. They're creating their own alliance because they're not a part of the other alliance. And it just makes sense for the show to have one couch against the other. That's all that is. But Sonia, no, it's only a matter of time.
Mm-hmm.
Now, with Sheree, Miss our delusional OG, Kandi tried to save you, ma'am. Kandi tried to save you years ago.
Come on.
Before you tried to do this elegant She by Sheree, Kandi tried to save you. You've had too many Black women of excellence with businesses for your line not to be out. And you're in a prominent city. It's not like you somewhere in Oklahoma in a shack and you don't have Wi-Fi and you don't know the big names in the city, or you don't have girlfriends that have their own businesses and they can help you get the blueprint off the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Sheree is lazy and she is sorry.
Mm-hmm.
She has no ambition. She has no drive. All she knows is how to work out, how to eat, and how to chase some money. That's all Sheree knows.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I guess Drew been taking notes for Sheree. She threw this elegant dinner for her sister. It was, it was unnecessary. I feel like, counting everybody's funds now that we know the divorce is going forward. Maybe we don't do so many extravagant expenses right now.
Mm-hmm.
Little Chick-fil-A catered box would have done. She could just pick that up. You know what I'm saying? You could even get it with a little fruit. She had the elegant fruit tray for what? For nothing. So she got that from Sheree with all these chefs for 2 people. It's just the girl got there 3 a.m. It just wasn't necessary. Now, maybe she felt like she needed to go above and beyond because it's been 3 or 4 years. She got kicked away from the house. Maybe she wanted to, make sure her sister felt welcome. So we'll leave that there. But I will say, Ralph running out of that house faster than Ross is leaving Sanya and her Jamaican family at that house every week. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
Come on now. To go to Austin, Texas to drive, whatever.
You can drive in Atlanta. That business can take care of itself. You can go ahead and get it started up in Atlanta. You head honcho in Atlanta. You probably have to do most of driving in Atlanta for a couple of years. But it sounds like Austin, Texas can take care of itself. Otherwise, y'all wouldn't have left it if the business couldn't take care of itself. So it sounds like these men trying to get away from their wives and their families. Period, point blank.
Boom.
And who was the other person?
It was Marlo and Sonia. Did you talk about them inside?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. They're good. Okay.
You're good. Yep. Shan, what are your thoughts?
Sorry. Listen, people always say Drew, because I watch a lot of reviews, on the YouTube, and people always say Drew is ditzy. Basically, she's dumb as hell. And I'm always like, no, she's not dumb. She's really pretty. Drew is dumb as hell. Because there's no way, today's the day I agree that Drew is dumb, right? There's no way I have my sister who can't come to my house, and I guarantee you Drew paid for that house. I mean, not guarantee, allegedly, because I don't got no money and I don't want to be sued or whatever. But I'm pretty sure Drew probably, maybe, allegedly, provide for the funds. And who are you to ban my sister, my flesh and blood, who's been there since I even thought of your existence? What? My sister come here whenever she don't get on my nerves and I want to see her. But I don't need to ask permission for my sister to come over.
Come on.
And Sheree confused me. Because she was on the phone with her manager. Did you get to that part? No, you didn't.
Yeah, now that's the part. You can talk about that.
She was saying, oh, you're not wearing She by Sheree. You're not promoting. Like, that really annoyed me because you think I would be having a Gucci party? I'll be having a She by Sheree party every second.
Come on now.
Every second I get.
Say that again, Shan.
Every second I get, you would see me. Y'all would be sick of me because I'll be wearing She and Sheree every time, Nikki. I'll be wearing She by Sheree. You will be sick of me. I'll be wearing it to bed. Every time we go out to dinner, I don't care if it's a jogger. I'm going to wear it. Y'all are going to know I have this brand.
That part.
Like, Sheree is a perfect example of, like, doing, like, master of none type of people.
Yep.
Now you want to create baby clothes. Did you even make a penny off your woman clothing? Like, I don't understand Sheree. She confused me. And like I think I think Radiance was saying she have all these people around her. Like there's a lot of people like us who want to start business, but we don't have any entrepreneurs, any business owners around us. Like she could get tips. Mm-hmm. But I did understand her point when she was saying to Kandi, she was like, don't talk about my business. Listen, Diva, sit back. Because I'm glad that Sheree called up Kandi. Because Kandi is very sneaky. How you my friend and you gonna shade me?
We didn't get to that scene yet, Shan. But
you didn't? Oh, I'm sorry.
No, we did not. But you gonna slow down. Buckle your seatbelt. Buckle your seatbelt, because we got a lot to talk about with that scene. But we'll get there. But don't do that, Shan. Don't do that, VIP. Don't do that. Emmanuel.
Can I just say the last thing about Marlo?
Yes.
I do have respect for Sonia calling out Marlo in private. Mm-hmm. The thing is, she didn't call her out. She didn't call her out strong enough. The thing with Sonia is she liked to tether the fence or whatever. I don't know what the word is, but she can't just straightforward say da 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 da. She like beat around the bush a lot, very passive. Mm-hmm. So I respect her because I am that friend who will stand up outside and then I'll call you like, girl, like you shouldn't have done that, whatever. So I respect her for calling Marlo out one-on-one. Mm-hmm. I like that because like Nikki was saying, Marlo needs to have somebody who has her back. Uh-huh. But Sonia could go. They all could go except my lovely Kenya.
Anita, thank you so much for the super chat. I truly appreciate it. Emmanuel, what are your thoughts? And Nikki, you just claimed that you are VIP and you simply in the club. That's it. That's all.
You gotta own it.
Gotta own it. Own it. In the words of Lisa Renner. So, Emmanuel, what are your thoughts?
I got a few thoughts. I really don't care for Drew and her antics. I think she's fake. I think her divorce is fake. I still think it is. We'll see it come back together next season. She's trying to secure that next season. But I did think it was hilarious when she asked Alexa to play her song. And it was pretty much like when Nene said, nothing was there. Nothing was in the Alexa. That was so funny. Diva, I don't think it's crazy that Ralph doesn't want the lady in his house. Let me tell you something. That is Drew's husband. When you become husband and wife, that is the strongest bond over family. I'm sorry, but that's what you do when you get married. And let's be honest, there are a lot of toxic siblings. For example, Betty from Love and Marriage Huntsville. There are siblings that don't like your spouse. Maybe they're jealous. Maybe they're just bad people. And they will say things to you that can really hurt your spouse. So I say, you know what? And forget about Ralph for a second. I'm just saying in general. Mm-hmm. If you're married to someone and your spouse's sibling has bad energy, then yeah, I don't want them in my house. Of course not. Let's move on to Sheree.
Only if you're paying everything in the house.
Hold on, Emmanuel. You're not gonna slide over just that quickly. Hold on 1 second.
Get him, Diva.
No, hold on now. You gonna say I get part of what you're saying, but from the moment we got introduced to Ralph, he has been gaslighting and playing mind games with Drew. And you want to know what happened? In my opinion, Drew's sister saw it way before we did. When they went to BravoCon, all the fans was yelling out Ralph, gaslight me, gaslight me. It was the biggest joke going. Google it. That's what they did. And Ralph even said something about it. He thought it was so hilarious and funny. So what could her sister have said that was any worse or different than every fan has said about him since we saw him on the screen? Ralph is a hot mess. The sister called him out. He didn't want to be called out that early on in the relationship, so he banned her sister. Now, if you're a real man, you would say, you know what? I'm going to agree to disagree with your sister. That's your sister. Your sister was holding you down as your manager way before I came along.
That part.
Your sister ain't going to live with us. So when I see your sister, I see your sister. Right. And I'm trying to get along with her. But what I'm going to need you to do is tell your sister don't say nothing about me to my face.
Hey, my opinion.
And what you also tell Drew is, don't, not only do you tell your sister don't say nothing to me to my face, you, when your sister tell you something, don't come back and tell me, because then that's gonna piss me off. That's how you handle that.
And
but
it sounds like Ralph can't take
come
the
to my house anymore. It's not your house, it's our house.
That part, Diva.
So what if
Yeah,
I
but
respect you
he
in the face and
is.
said, I don't want your mother, your father, your cousins, your brother, your nobody
controlling
to step up foot in this house? How would you feel?
Hold up.
Mm-hmm.
He's a man of the house, and
is he?
Oh, come on,
Or
He
he
man.
has-
probably
Really?
pay all the bills.
he
I mean, allegedly. I don't know.
Let Emmanuel finish. Go ahead,
He-
Emmanuel.
Sorry.
he's a man of the house, and he
Mhm.
had a reason for why he didn't want the sister around. Now that's why I said when I was saying that I'm just speaking in general, because I don't know. There's something off about Ralph and Drew. I feel like they're playing us. They've been playing us since the day they got onto the scene. I just feel like it's all fake. So that's why I don't really care about them. But let's move on to Sheree.
Mhm.
Listen, Sheree is slowly becoming the grand dame of Atlanta. Okay, she's been giving us so much this season. The Sheba Sheree.
Drake.
Boy, stop.
Emmanuel,
Somebody please close the liquor closet.
Wait a minute.
Somebody
Wait
please
a
shut
minute.
off the liquor for Emmanuel.
Hold on, let him finish.
Hold on.
No.
She's
But
been
go ahead.
giving us. She's been giving us Sheba Sheree. She's been
Ha.
giving
Cut
us
the liquor off. Cut the liquor off. Emmanuel was way too young to be drinking and went to his
Listen,
head.
listen. She's been giving us
let
the
her finish.
Martell. She's been giving us the Martell drama. She tried to reunite the group. She got into it with Kandi, and she's going to reunite the OGs next episode. So I am rooting for Sheree because honestly, I root for anyone that starts a business, and like I wish that they would be successful. And I'm gonna be honest, I feel like the audience has been a little unfair to Sheree because I can't think of any other housewife who has launched a business who has gotten that much ridicule, and I don't know. I feel like it's a little unfair, so I'm rooting for her, and I hope that I agree. The prices should probably go down a little bit, but other than that, I don't like people will say like Shein or whatever because she says it's quality. So I don't know. And then finally, Sonia and Marlo. Listen, Sonia's a good friend because you're not going to call me and my flaw. You're not going to call out my flaws in front of everyone. Of course not. That's not a real friend. I really think Sonia and Marlo are real friends. The way they had that conversation and the way that like Marlo was like, "I'm going on a date," and Sonia was like, "Oh my god, that's amazing." I think they're actually genuine with each other. And listen, Marlo is not a monster. It's not. I don't know why there's this notion that Sonya shouldn't be her friend or that Sonya is in the wrong team. Everyone deserves to have a friend. And if Sonya is friends with Marlo, she's friends with her for a reason. I mean, she must see something in Marlo that the other girls don't see. And to Nikki's point, I completely agree that I feel like Marlo has been acting up a little bit bad in some of the episodes, but
a little bit.
You are sometimes pushed to that level when you have so much hostility and bad energy. I mean, when you're sitting at a table and you can't even get out a word because people are calling you names and saying, "You're a criminal, you did this, you did that." It's pushing you into a wall where you're going to have to react. So I'm all for Marlo and Sonia's friendship. That's all.
Thank you. I'm trying to breathe because I have to get through other people. I'm going to shut my
Ooh,
mouth.
child.
What are your thoughts, Lisa? You still?
Is she on mute?
You on mute.
Lisa, you on mute.
I just took myself on mute.
Okay, good. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah. Let me tell you something about Marlo is nice nasty, okay? Eva Candy said she has a nice and beautiful heart. Now, when you push her to the brinks, that nastiness come out of her. And I really do believe that, and I'm not understanding I don't understand her this season with the nephew and the deaf and Candy restaurant. I'm busy kind of figure out like everybody else, and I'm like Sonya had said, don't let them bring that out of you. You know what I'm saying? But I wish Sonya would have been a better friend to Drew than she is when she is like with Kenya. I mean, not Kenya.
That part. Oh
Marlo.
my
My fault,
God.
Marlo.
No,
My
Marlo.
fault.
No, we following you,
My
Lisa.
fault.
That
Come on,
My
part.
Lisa.
Yep,
Talk the
that
talk,
part,
Lisa.
Lisa.
Talk the talk, Lisa. Come on now. Go ahead. Talk.
Speak the truth.
Speak the truth.
Yeah, I'm for real. Cause last season, Sonya came on there. She just threw Drew right on the bus like you shouldn't have not. The special stuff ain't none of your business. You knew onto the scene, so you don't know what the mess you talking about. Number two. I mean, it just like I'm not understand. I'm not understanding this. Okay, Marlo had been getting on my last nerve this last 2 seasons. Okay, I was believing like everybody else. I was so excited. She got a peach. I said she been in there. She's still in there. She stood in line till she got that peach. Now she got this peach. I don't know, something gone to the head or whatever. But I do one thing I do like my Marlo. I do like her when she do the stuff for the little girls. She can't teach the little girls. She can't teach the little girl. It's okay to have finer things in life, but don't teach them to be nice nasty, okay? Because that's my Marlo is very nice nasty, and I don't like her this season. I don't like her. I don't know why she coming off this season. I really do not like that, okay? Suckerval, so my girl Sheree. Girl, ain't nobody finna buy that. And I'm gonna tell y'all something, and Manuel, I'm gonna tell you some reason why. I'm gonna say something. We've been waiting on She by Sheree since season 1. Okay, I was dying to see She by Sheree, and then when we finally got it, the clothes ain't worth nothing, and they too high. Okay, we talking about somebody can't even keep a man. She just like me. I can't keep no man, honey. Okay, and so I can talk about this. Okay, I can't keep no man. She can't keep no man. So we both in the same boat. Okay, so and I can talk about that. But I mean, she just. I mean, okay, ain't nobody buying no clothes from you. Okay, so you need to leave. And you say you ain't made no profit by now, girl. You supposed to made a profit by now because this show been around the world and back, and everybody went to the website. I remember one time they said there were no clothes on the website. You couldn't get the website up and all that right there. And it's just too much. It's just too much for me. I'm tired. She by Sheree, and go sit down somewhere, put it in the cloud, shut the hell up, and then sit down somewhere. Okay, because I'm drawing my bridge. I'm over there. Now I'm telling my Drew and Ralph, baby. It's something about Ralph from day one I did not like. But you know what? I mean, I'm still like some people on this panel. I'm like half and half. I cannot. You can't tell me my sibling cannot come to my house.
Come on now.
Okay, you come in, y'all say hi to each other. You go get in your man cave. You go get in the bedroom until we get over with. Something got to give. Okay. But you ain't finna walk up out the house. You ain't finna go to no Tampa, Florida no more. Because I don't know. We still don't know what happened in Tampa, Florida. I don't want to know what the girl name, what the hell you did in Tampa, Florida. Because you ain't had to go no Tampa, Florida. There's a lot of places around Atlanta you could have went to. I'm not understanding it. He gave me a bad vibe. I'm sorry. He gave me a bad vibe since day one. But I know that Drew man, and she mad at him. Sister probably told her something that she didn't want to hear. Because you like people said, when you in love, diva, you want to believe in the person you be with. You want to
Yes,
believe everything they say.
absolutely.
And I understand that, but now I think I'm sorry.
Yeah,
My thing went down for a minute.
you're
I
fine. You're fine.
think what the problem of it is, she probably come to realization her sister was telling the truth the whole time. I
That
really
part.
do. I
Woo!
really do believe that. I really do
Come
believe
on,
she really
Lisa.
come to conclusion her sister's telling the truth about her husband. But when
That's
you be
why
in
she
love,
told sister,
baby,
come on over. Come to my house. You was right. Amen.
yeah,
I
you know
keep
what
my
I'm saying?
sister 4 years. She don't get to see her nieces and nephews. Who does that? Because she
Yeah,
hurt your
that's true. That's true. Now, so y'all gonna separate. Yeah, what y'all gonna do is y'all gonna try to get along the best way y'all know how. You gonna come in, she gonna come in this house. You gonna say you gonna be cordial to her. You gonna say how you doing, and y'all gonna say hi to each other. You go get in your man cave, or you go upstairs, or go in the den, or do something else, and she gonna be right here. And we gonna be sisters. Me and her, mom and dad are gonna talk, and that's gonna be it. Okay, but like he said, he couldn't. No, she probably wouldn't stay in my house. I was probably say, sis, I'm gonna get your hotel room. When we get through fellowship in here, I'm gonna take you to the hotel so you can have a nice hotel room sleep in. So it won't be no problem right there. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good solution, Lisa. I like that.
But
other than that, yeah, she could come.
I can't get it. I can't get with it. I can't get with Ralph because he like to disappear. I don't know. He might go to Florida this time. He might go to Walt Disney World. I don't know what he doing. We don't know what Ralph doing. We need to find out what Ralph doing here.
Let me let in my opinion in building. In my opinion, what are your thoughts? Thank you, Lisa.
Hey, Diva. Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Let me tell you something. First of all, Miss Lisa, don't say you can't find a man. You just ain't found a man that can handle you yet. Okay? That's first thing first. Okay. Secondly, Emmanuel, let me tell you, son. Okay? It ain't marriage. Yes, you become one, but you talk about your oneness. Okay? This is my husband's house just as well as this is mine. Okay? And if I say my sister gonna come here, guess what? She gonna come here.
Come on now.
Because where the man may be the head of the house, the woman is the heart and soul of that house. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So let's get that straight all the way together. Okay, yes. Let me tell you something. I ain't playing with Ralph and his reindeer games, and I ain't playing with Sheree and her reindeer games. Okay. Miss me with that. Okay. You got that she by she in on there that you done gave us. You gave us a fashion show with some real fashion. But you couldn't afford to pay this man, so we didn't get those fashions. We got the cheap she by she in. And y'all, let me tell you something. If you bought it, you better not wash it because it's gonna shrink on you. I'm just telling you. Yeah. So Miss Me with she made a line, and we should be thankful. I need her to do something that's gonna last, that's gonna respect her quality. If you supposed to be this grand dame as you claim she gonna be of Atlanta, then I need her to be doing some grand dame things, okay? And quit playing with these reindeer games because you laying over Martell Hope ain't telling me you grand dame or nothing. Telling me you bargain basement digging in the trash can, okay? And let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, okay? And while Miss Sanya is trying to flip flop on everything she get on, I need you to pay more attention to your husband because he didn't look that interested in the car when you was riding with him, and you was talking about we got to make that baby. So I'm just telling you, you better sweep around your own front door before you try to sweep around somebody else's.
Well, holla. Come on now, my opinion. Thank you for the words. Denzel, what are your thoughts?
Listen, that scene with Drew and her husband, Ralph, yeah, he looked like a narcissist to me, and he looked like he can't be trusted. And I do believe this divorce is happening. I do believe that is happening. You know, do I believe Drew is stupid? No, but she needs to, really wake up. And you know what? That's he got some nerve to say that, her sister can't be there. The thing is, he probably didn't like. He probably didn't like what she said about him, but what she said about him was the real deal. What she said about him was true. He is a narcissist. I mean, and
allegedly.
Well, yeah, allegedly. Allegedly. I don't really like Marlo. I don't really like her, but it's kind of good to see that she's helping other girls out what she went through as a child. Like I want to see more of that. I want to see more of that.
Yes.
Stop with the Kandi hate campaign mess, whatever. We want to see more of
Denzel, the Kandi hate tour. She's on tour.
That's what it is. And you know what? Some people, and you know what? This is the thing. Some people like Marlo, and they're not gonna see that she's the problem because they, they her fans. Look, listen, they can be fans of Marlo, but hold her accountable as well. Uh, Sonia, she could be Marlo's friend. She could be her friend, but she needs to hold her accountable as well. Like, come on, let's be real. Keep it 100. Don't and you know what? Sonia, she seems like a flip flopper to me. She seems she flip flops. She seems fake as hell. She seems maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong, but she seems like she's fake as hell. And with like I said with Marlo, I like I said I don't really like her, but I think she is smart. I think she is smart, and we want to see more of her life. Like we want to see more of that. Sheree, I like her. The prices of her clothes is a little much, but I am hoping that her business is a success. I want her to win.
Right. Yep. No, I do understand.
And somebody look. I want to read this real quick. Somebody said to me in the chat. Can I read it?
Yeah.
This person said, Denzel, it's the same for Kandi fans. Y'all all don't hold a y'all. This person said, Denzel, it's the same for Kandi fans. Y'all all don't hold Kandi accountable. Look, I like Kandi. I love Kandi. I'm a Kandi fan. But it's sometimes I don't agree with everything she says or do.
And we talk to her. When we don't agree.
That's it. Let's keep it real and let's keep it 100. Stop being fake. That's it.
Yeah. Thank you, Denzel. Dawan, you're here. Dawan, and I hope I'm saying it right.
Yeah, you pronounced it right the second time, definitely.
Okay, thank you, Dawan. Okay, so talk to us.
Yeah, I just first and foremost, I am a big fan of Marlo. I've been watching the show since the beginning, and I remember the dynamics that she's brought, well over the seasons, and so I'm a fan of her. I am not a fan of what she did this season, though, with this storyline with the nephew. I just thought it was weird, and it was forced and a lot to put together. And so I do hold her accountable. When Marlo messes up, she messes up, and she needs to be held accountable. But she does bring, something to the show that I think is irreplaceable. To Denzel's point, though, Kandi is not held accountable. Kandi does what Kandi wants to do, and then she runs over to YouTube.
Very true.
And gives her side of the story.
Oh my God.
And then everybody's like, oh, well, Kandi. No, Kandi needs to be held accountable sometimes. And Sheree was right. The way that OLG is ridiculous, okay? It was one and done for me.
Wait, let him finish.
But she's a vet, so I do have my respects for her. But I think it's the clock is ticking. We've seen, the repetitive storylines. Even this season, she's had less screen time unless it has been with Marlo or, resolving some of the issues that somebody brought up on the show. I did just watch Drew's interview on Way Up with Angela. I thought it was decent, in particularly in regards to the divorce. She did shed some light on that. That's some real stuff. That's actually real, and so, I hope things go out there. And I think that is her saving grace on the show, because other than that, I really, she's a cute face, but I was not really interested in, what she was bringing. I thought the rough thing was kind of played, but yeah, just wanted to be quick in those summaries. I think it's been a good season so far. Not enough, but it's decent, and I think that we do as fans need to hold our individual favorites accountable.
We do. You know what? I'm glad you came here. You trying to shake the train, though. You're trying to shake the train because you want to say, listen, I'm a Kandi fan, but I know how to pull her coattails when I got to pull her coattails, right? And we can't help it that Kandi's on and she got a YouTube channel. So just in case she does something on the show and y'all don't get it, She comes through the aftermath.
But Diva, from the beginning, what pissed me off, well, it didn't piss me off, but one of the things that I watched from the beginning is like, even when that when they had the meeting in her office in the first episode, I think it was her, Mayetta, and Don Juan, and she's like, and she's like, basically Mayetta saying, well, yeah, I'm gonna change this season because Kandi felt some type of way that I didn't stick up for her. And so Kandi does have that, ego train thing, that Nene did as well, where, she wants her minions and she has them. And it's just not, it's not as obvious as like a Nene and Cynthia thing was. But, Don Juan is always running his mouth and having his panties in a bunch, like Portia said. Then you got Carmen even every now and then, fluffing up stuff. Mama Joyce, Todd is always throwing his business in there. And so it's like Kandi, has minions on the show that she definitely uses well. And then they get on social media and do the same thing. I mean, look at Kenya every other week. And so, I do think, they got a smart strategy there. They're going to stick together.
And rightfully so, though. Listen, you gotta admit, and I'm not gonna beat down the people that's Team Marlo, but you gotta admit she goes too far. She gets gutter low, and she goes all the way low, and it's not appealing even for reality TV. I didn't get to the scene yet, but when she called Drew, that was just so low. You with Marlo
it was
is
funny.
a toddler. She's a toddler.
That's not funny.
When she gets pissed. And Nancy, thank you for the super chat. I truly appreciate it. Hey, Diva, keep up the good work. I truly appreciate it. Thank you so much. So when Marlo gets pissed, she acts like a little kindergartner in the playground talking about, give me back my ball. Because she was mad that she did not get invited. This is how I interpreted it, to the video shoot. And knowing that you ain't even speaking to Drew, you got the nerve to get mad about it. So she's about to call Drew, but before that, she's saying all this stuff about Drew that was not nice. Then she gets on the phone, hey, beautiful.
But
one of
the best fights of all time in the Real Housewives of Atlanta started off of that exact same thing. Marlo was mad Sheree didn't invite her to the party in Africa.
Oh yeah.
So what did Nene say? Marlo has a problem when people don't invite her. And so, I'm saying, she's not a saint. I don't think what she has done this season or the last season was the lowest we've ever seen her. The lowest we've ever seen her, and which I didn't have a problem of it with, was when they were at the campfire and she told Kenya, she was like, you can't keep a man. You got your eyelashes bad. You need a facial, all of this stuff. And that started all of this between them two. But again, I want to hold everybody accountable. And so I'm sorry, I'm taking up too much time.
No, you're fine. But Dewan, you really don't think it was low what she did with the whole cousin getting powed and
no, I said that. I said, yeah. But I don't think that was, I think it was, again, her grasping at straws. But I don't think it was, we've seen some low stuff on this show. Mm-hmm. And just one last point, and then I'm going to shut up because I'm taking up too much time. Mm-hmm. With the stuff with, her past and all of that stuff, you can go back season after season after season, and Marlo has talked about the arrest, the girl slash in the face. I mean, season 6 it was, whenever she had the red dress on, they had a whole segment on her arrest and all of this stuff. And so I do think we kind of know enough about that we don't got to beat that horse anymore.
Who really beats it though? I think Kandi brought it up again this season because she was trying to make a point of, just like you don't want anybody to circle back to that, I'm not about to sit here and circle back to an incident that happened in my restaurant that is a legal incident too. Marlo got to stop going so low. We was all rooting for her. Okay, in the name of Tyra Banks, we were rooting for you, all of us. And we wanted you to get that peach. And to me, she got worse once she got the peach. Her performance is worse post-peach. She was better pre-peach. And I wish she go back to the pre-peach Marlo, even though that wasn't the best either, but it's better than what she's showing us now. And what she's showing us on TV, and like Denzel said, I would rather see more of the side of you that does this foster care Fridays. that has the you know, the thing, the whole foundation for the foster kids and the girls and uplift
And her business.
in her business. Come on now, Denzel. In her business.
Marlo,
Hold on 1 second. Let me hold on 1 second, Nikki. Paige, Diva, what happened to E? E is okay. She's coming back. She's working her way back. Yeah. She's had to handle some things. VIP gave us an update. She will be back soon. But in the meantime, I'm gonna need everybody to have a heart for Kandi.
Oh my God.
Excuse me.
David.
Excuse me. Marlo did not bring up the shooting. Drew did. So can we stop with that? Marlo didn't bring it up. And
But
secondly, doesn't Bravo
hold on,
say,
Nikki. Hold on, Nikki.
Hold
Marlo
on.
did bring it up, and Kandi said she wasn't going to talk about it. So then the next time they had a scene, Drew brought it up under pressure. Under pressure, they had the monkey on her back, and she didn't even know what to say and how to say it.
Listen,
brought it up, and then Marlo lost her mind. I'm leaving because
okay. This is the thing, though. This is the thing, though. I agree, Marlo. You shouldn't. I wouldn't have. I don't think it's in good taste. However, on every other franchise, as long as it's out there in the public, which is why I think they send the blogs or the YouTubers or whoever information, because they want to be able to talk about it on the show. So if everybody already knew about this, why is this something that we can't speak about? Why is it hush hush?
Nikki, let me
I
say
don't know.
No, hold it. No, we know, Denzel. Don't.
I know.
She can't speak about it because she was actually going through it at the time, and it was legal.
Come on
That's
now,
why
opinion.
it's
Come
a
on.
reality
Exactly.
show to
Hold
show
on,
us their reality.
The gavel was hit. It was because it wouldn't in my
Order.
Hold on. Order. Let me throw these last few scenes in there, okay? So Sheree and Kandi meet up. Now, Sheree, you gonna call me up talking about let's go for a run, let's go jog. I got on my jogging suit and my sneakers. I show up, you in the fur coat. Somebody call Peter. You in a fur coat with some high heels and a jogging suit on and your makeup and this full big hair. Okay? And then when you have a conversation with me, you don't even know what you're talking about. And I'm mad at you, Kandi, because you talked about my business. No, the streets talked about your business, and I just repeated it. That man said you didn't pay him. That's why he didn't give you the designs. I didn't start that rumor. He did. But you saying I'm hurting your business because I got a lot of followers. Do I have more followers than the people that's putting it out there on social media and retweeting it and retweeting it and retweeting it? Girl, don't just put this on my back. They want to blame Kandi for everything. Somebody got to stand up for Kandi, so I will. That's it. That whole argument was ridiculous. Sheree came there for a moment, and then she gave digs. And you know what? Kandi was like, okay, I'm going to be cool. I'm going to sit here. She gave digs. She talked about the clothes she got from Tags, talking about you can only wash them once, and they was done. Okay, this you want to talk about? I came and brought 10 people to Old Lady Gang, and we had to wait 3 hours. Come on, Sheree. Come on, everybody knows this. When you go to a restaurant, you got a group of 10. They like, hold on, wait a minute, because they got to push tables together.
No, that's not true.
3 hours.
Don't make excuses for 3 hours. Diva.
I went with
They
2
know.
people.
They got no. You're gonna stop.
You waited 3 hours at a restaurant in New York.
You know when y'all come with a big party.
Diva, stop.
No, come on now.
Wait a minute now. I did that. Yes, they do.
Thank you, Sharon. Thank you.
Leo, talk to the people.
Yes, they do.
Come on
yes,
now.
They do.
Yes,
Diva gonna always find an excuse for Kandi.
Who is
I love you. I love you. I love you.
Chicken.
No, stop.
Stop it.
Y'all tell me, y'all call out one restaurant where you could just show up. You didn't have any reservations. You could just show up and they're going to have a table of 10 ready for you. I'm telling you, it doesn't happen.
Sometimes Charlie.
My brother comes and it's 8 of us. They're like, okay, hold on 1 minute. Let me see what we're going to do, what we can do. Okay.
I went to Kandi's restaurant.
Go ahead. Wait, hold on. Go ahead.
He reaching.
I went to OLG. You know, Chandrika was there. Patrick was there. The whole crew.
Okay.
It was the food was good, but Sheree was right. It was just only 2 of us, and we waited probably for about an hour and 25 minutes. We were drunk as I don't know what, because they kept they kept bringing drinks to you, but it was an hour and 25 minutes waiting. It was just 2 of us, but the food was definitely 7.5 out of 10, 8 out of 10.
There you go. Boom.
Okay.
Sometimes you have to wait for good food.
Oh my God.
You do.
I ain't say all that.
Now Diva, let's stop capping. Now we also the old OLG gang. Okay, the way that kitchen look, I don't know how y'all eating there.
Listen, okay, hold on now. All we're saying right now is, Sheree wanted to complain, and then she wanted to complain about the health grade. Yo, Sheree threw a lot of rocks at Kandi at the park or wherever they was at, and Kandi took it like a G. She took it like a G, because she could have slammed Sheree all the way down to the ground. Okay, you took 14 years to come out with She by Sheree. Then the women crashes. Okay, then you don't even have none of the clothes that was in the runway fashion show.
That part, Diva.
Talk about it.
But you know what? Sheree, what Kandi said, you know what she said? I'm gonna let her live. She want to talk about me. I'm gonna let her live.
Gracious.
I got several businesses. I got Blaze, Old Lady Gang, Tags. I got Broadway plays. I have music. I got the group Escape. She want to dig me in on me off of some tags and some outfits she bought. I'm gonna let her live. But she said,
Flip said, gaslight me, Diva. Flip in the comments.
But see, what Sheree ended up doing was something Kandi done told her 2-3 years ago to do. She said everybody just uses a fashion house and slaps their name on the tag and calls it their line. Sheree thought she was too good for that. Only for 14 years later, what did she do? Come on now.
Do it.
Come on now, Leo.
That's what she did. That's what she did. That's called empirical evidence. That's the evidence right there, because that's what she did.
Right.
And listen, let me just add this scene, okay? Because Sheree is with the foolery. She tried to play Kandi out from the outfit to the whole conversation. You threw her off from the door. You tried to play her in that scene, telling her to come ready to jog, and here she shows up, and you look like you ready to go to lunch. But you tried it, Sheree. You tried it, but you didn't win. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So then Brooklyn is adorable, point blank in the period. They show Brooklyn and Kenya making cookies. Okay. Sonia tried it in that car with Ross. She know that that man ain't thinking about having another baby. She talking about, oh, we got to do it again. He's like, oh, okay, again. We did it this morning. What husband turns down the good?
One was good enough.
Shade.
Oh God. But anywho, right? And then Drew mom shows up. The Chef Chastity was there. Allison Drew's sister arrived, and you could tell the pain and the hurt in her eyes and her body language, and the fact that she was able to step foot in her sister's house after 4 years. 4 years. 4 years a slave, and now she gets to come in her sister's house. Ralph ought to be ashamed of himself. Now, Drew had her music video. Kandi didn't show up. Now, Kandi, come on, Kandi. I know you busy, but you could have got your roller skates on and been up in the video. All right. But anyway, the video was the video. I think the ladies that came to support, I was happy. I was glad they came to support. And I thought it was cute. You know what I don't like about these ladies? They forever shading each other. They forever, because they all shaded her, talking about pretty much her video was low budget. I mean, here's the thing. If people spend too much money and then they don't have no money at the end of the day, you want to talk about them. I thought the video was nice. I mean, why you want to call it low budget? And it was just one scene in the video. She's supposed to spend $30,000 for one scene in the video. Y'all need to calm down and stop. But Drew, and Drew better be careful, because she getting on them skates. And Drew is clumsy. I'm glad she survived it, because she not one to be on those skates or nothing like that, because she can't handle stuff like that. So and then at the roller skating rink, I do appreciate Ralph coming up to the sister and trying to pretend like he wanted to make up with her. So
for the cameras.
For the cameras, come on now, Shan, for the cameras. So for that, I'm gonna give him a half a point, because he at least tried to do it for the cameras, because he didn't want to look like a total jerk.
Not I don't give him nothing.
Oh, okay. So he's back down to 0, because I gave him half a point and Leo took it back. Sorry,
that part.
you get nothing, Ralph. You get
nothing.
Okay, so we got to talk real quick about Marlo and this blind date. First of all, I already told y'all what she did in the car to Drew and the way she talked to her, despicable. You all of that energy, and you hung up on her. Then you wanted to call fake, said her husband don't want her. She's shaped like this. She's ugly wigs. Her husband's looking at you and your boobs. Girl, bye. I mean,
that was disgusting and disgraceful.
Disgusting? It was disgusting and disgraceful. And listen, Marlo's disrespectful. Marlo's a woman of a certain age. Really, that's how you're talking? Like, come on, girl. Was it that serious? But yet she wants to tell Kandi about herself. Girl, look in the mirror. That's all I can say is look in the mirror. But I say this: did she look cute for that date? Yes, she did. Yes,
and I think how many of us sometimes get a little mad in the car and curse and say some things we shouldn't? Okay, come on, the car's a safe space.
I don't do that. No, you won't. You will not.
But how many people call you saying, "Hey, girl, hey, beautiful," and then cuss you out when they hang up? Fake.
That's what they do. But I don't.
It was supposed to be funny. It was a funny prank.
That was not funny.
What was funny about calling her a fake B?
No. Yeah. A prank call.
You know something.
It wasn't a prank, Emmanuel.
Have you ever been on the? You ever been on the phone with
Emmanuel? Stop.
All right.
Didn't she apologize in the phone call?
Her apology is not genuine.
She did. She apologized, but Drew wanted to drag it on.
No, she fake.
What Marlo said was wrong, but please find the lie in any of the things that she said. I'll wait.
I don't like. No, hold on. I don't like. First of all, I think Drew is beautiful.
Drew is
yes.
Wait a minute, hold on.
She didn't say she wasn't beautiful.
That she didn't find.
She didn't say she wasn't beautiful.
The right wig, nah. But
she was talking about her body. That's disrespect.
Come on, Denzel. She was.
It is. I said it's wrong, but it's not a lie.
That was gut. It was gutter low. That's not funny.
If you didn't see nothing wrong with that, then I question
it's all wrong. What did
Come
I say?
on.
I said it's definitely wrong, 100%. I just said find the lie. That's all I said.
Okay.
It's
okay.
wrong.
Okay.
She just said it out loud.
Hold on a second, guys. Michelle, thank you for the super chat. I truly appreciate it. Thank you so much. I think that first of all, when allegedly a lot of them has had major work done on the boobs, on the booty, allegedly, why are you talking about somebody's body? I think that's how these young ladies, period, run into the problems of feeling like they got the need to go get adjustments in whatever area that they feel is lacking. Because why don't we make natural bodies okay again?
Why don't we talk about face? Because in the face, Drew is a million compared to Marlo.
Gorgeous.
If we're talking, right? Let's talk about face.
Compared to what do you mean?
Well, you
They're
know
both
They both beautiful.
They're both gorgeous.
Time out. I don't even want to compare them.
Right, but I'm just
exactly.
But I want to say overall, all the ladies are beautiful. I just think it's wrong when you tread down the road and want to say all of these things about her fake body, a body shaped like a body. I thought it was just too much. If she wanted to play around and say a jokey joke, all right. If you want to say she's a fake B, okay, fine. But she just went on and on and on and on. Your husband want me. Your husband doesn't want you. I think it's a bit much.
Gutter.
It was gutter. But let's talk about her date really quickly. Whoa. Well, the date was cute. Yeah, he's a nice looking man. Little restaurant up in the strip club. Was honest about his time behind the bars and everything. Honest about the kids and, said he's truly single and, looked like he made good food and he owns himself a little restaurant. Aesthetically, I'm going to give him a 10. Nice looking guy. He had good conversation. So, what? I guess I'll give him another 10, right? He told the truth about his time, cleaned up. I guess since he told the truth, I'll give him another 10. And, he talked about the kids and he said, I wouldn't be here with you if I wasn't single. And you know what? God darn it, I'm going to give him another 10 because he had all those roses on the table for the first date. So you know what, sir? I think, what's his name?
How much you giving him for going to jail? I'm
Shan.
The VIPS clock.
What they say, Sharon, talk to the people.
Well, he owns a restaurant, so
yeah,
but he was fine.
He ain't doing too bad. He owns a restaurant.
Diva is
He was
matching
a good,
heaven,
he
Diva.
was a good looking ninja. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. That's where the queen always happens.
Yeah, but you know what? I guess Shan is deducted, sir. Shan is deducted, sir. Yeah, come on, 10s all across the board. 10s
That's
all
it.
across the board. But
Matching heaven.
Shan wanted to take back a 10 because the brother went to jail, but he got out and he become. You know why we gonna give him back that 10, Shan? Because you know what he said. He said, "No, I learned from my mistakes."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm
and
not
he's
going
really
back.
fine.
Not going back. So for all of that, for all of that, I give it up to that brother. Can we give the brother a round of applause? He did good for the first day. Come on,
Come on, everybody.
He had beautiful teeth, a nice smile.
No,
he had a nice smile.
This
And
is
the
clap.
beard, oh yes.
Hey, Diva.
Hold on, I'm gonna let everybody speak about the scenes they want to speak about, but really quickly, you tell me what was great about this man. Just a one word, Denzel. What was nice about him?
His honesty.
Come on now, Denzel. See, that's what I'm talking about.
They match in heaven.
Match in heaven. Leo, what was nice about the date?
He was on time.
Oh.
See, you ain't right. You ain't right. That was his restaurant. See, you messy. You messy. That was his restaurant.
Oh, I don't have anything. I'm
coming back.
You know what?
Hold on. Radius, what was nice about the date? The guy.
The ambiance.
The ambiance. Okay.
Ooh.
Dewan, what was nice about the date?
They seem to have a legit connection. You know, I don't know if she knows him off camera or not, but they seem, interested in one another.
Yes, it was.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice connection. I like that. Shan, what was nice about the date?
His smile, his muscles,
yeah,
his skin.
All right, yeah.
The way he brought the roses out.
Yes.
It was genuine connection. I feel like, he's a man. He's like, he was giving what needed to be given until no.
In my opinion, what was nice about the man in this date?
He stayed.
In my opinion. I can.
I'm sorry, when she said we twins, I'd be like, oh, you can lock them too. Okay, I'm finna go. Yeah.
Yes, opinion.
Wait, I'm sorry. I thought both the kids was under 5. Wait, is one of the kids a newborn?
A 1-year-old Diva.
A 1-year-old. A 1-year-old.
1 year old. Oh, wow.
He just got finished banging the baby mama, so he ain't even through her yet. Yeah.
Ooh, child.
Wait a minute. He got a 1-year-old child?
We gonna
it was the best TV date I've ever seen.
Yeah, 11. The youngest is 11 months.
He said 1 year.
Okay. 11 months.
I'm put my phone on mute because I'm getting ready to say words. Oh, I can't.
You see, I said he stayed, Leo. He stayed, man.
Okay, hold on. Emmanuel, what was good about the man in this date?
Well, I saw a lot of chemistry. I saw more chemistry in this scene that I've seen with some of these couples in this show, even the ones that have been married for years and years and years.
Now I know Emmanuel.
Okay, all right, Emmanuel. Okay.
You have to do that, man. You have to do that. We trying to talk about this man, and you trying to pump shade over there at Candy's way.
Yeah,
shade. The shade.
That's candy shade. Okay.
Yeah.
No, Kenneth. Planner will be.
Hold on. Sandy 2 cents. Thank you for the super chat. She said zeros, a 1 and a 3-year-old. He can only be a toy. Seriously.
Ooh.
I'm serious. Absolutely.
Okay.
A fun toy. No.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
A fun toy. A fun toy.
Absolutely not.
I agree.
Not at my big age. You won't call up on me talking about you got 11-month-old. Oh no. I was getting ready to put my phone on.
No, sir.
Listen,
Nikki, what was good about the date? What was good about the date?
I love that Leo Aries is talking out loud, but thinking out loud. I felt like he's giving play toy drive-by session. I'm never gonna see you again. But he's 38, so can he be my sugar daddy if he's younger than me? Like, is that?
What?
Because I'm older than him. I was
Now
like,
with all that gray hair he got, now he ain't younger.
no, he said he was 38.
He said he's turning to 40. He's 39.
Yeah, and I'm
I
42,
didn't believe he was
so
39.
I'm like, my sugar daddy took me out. Anyway, sorry.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right, Dustin, what was the nice
Go
thing
ahead,
about
Diva.
the date? What was the
What
nice
did
thing?
what did I like about the date?
He a
Yeah.
rough looking 40.
Oh,
I think it. I think she had a good time,
Uh-huh.
and that's what I thought about the date. As long as she had a good time, that's all that matters.
Come
And
on now. Talk about it now, Dustin. As long as you had a good time, nothing else matters, right?
yeah.
Boom. There you
That
go.
part, Diva.
Now
Oh,
Diva, stop.
another thing I want to add is about Kandi. Now people don't be attacking Kandi on this panel. If you do, I'm going to be going off. I'm going to be going off on this panel because I think what Kandi did was right. Kandi didn't do nothing wrong. But what's going on with Kandi?
That part.
Because to you,
Mhm.
Kandi fans, she never does anything wrong. No
I
shade.
disagree.
Okay, so listen. Okay, we're going to do our last rounds here. So that y'all could be. I just had to get out, the good things about the date. What have
All
you?
right.
Follow date. She had a
Diva.
yes. I'm coming to you. Yes. Who called my name? Go ahead.
You gave the man all tens across the board. If it don't work out between him and Marlo, you gonna hit him up?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
She said, "No, ma'am."
Exactly. Diva ain't finna suck on none of his shrimps or none of that. No.
Oh.
What is happening with in my
I have an allergy
I
to shrimp.
can't.
I have an allergy to shrimp. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Lucky for lucky for you.
Listen,
No shrimp. No shrimp.
I don't talk to the young guys. No. Diva,
No,
don't.
no, 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 no.
Oh, you know what? I was gonna hook you up with him, but then I remembered the whole jail 1-year-old. I'm sorry, Diva.
Yeah. And then no. I don't. You got to be 50 and above. 49, maybe 49 turning 50, but 50 and above. I'm not doing all of that nonsense.
Age is
Right.
I will not be in the streets with the. No. Okay. So let's go around because y'all just being messy. Okay. So I'll start at the bottom. Denzel, anything you want to talk about with those scenes?
Listen, look. This is funny. This is funny. This is a good show.
Mm-hmm.
The scene with Sheree and Kandi. Look, Kandi wasn't being shady.
Mm-hmm.
That part didn't do.
I mean, it was already on the street. People was saying that before she said it.
Yep.
But if Kandi said she wrong, like it's like she can't have an opinion.
Mm-hmm.
That part. Why can't
and not only, huh?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And not only that, I watched Kandi speak on it, and she gave she was telling people that they should buy Sheree
She sure
stuff.
did. I watched it.
Okay, and people want to say, well, Kandi, she's sneaky. She's that. Da. She's none of that. Like, I'm a Kandi fan. Do I agree with everything she says or does? No, I don't.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, she was not in the wrong in this. She was not in the wrong. It was already said.
Mm-hmm.
So but at the end of the scene they looked like they were, they was going, having, the rest of, enjoying their time,
Mm-hmm.
as friends. That date with Sheree, not Sheree, Marlo and that man, that I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, do you see them being together?
It's listen. He was what he was. I can't play the video. You know what I'm saying? He was what he was when he was what he was. Let me see. Let me make sure I mute it. Let me mute this for a second. You just see, look at look at these flowers. Look at those flowers.
Yeah, they nice. They nice.
Table. Come on, what is that? Like 5 dozen roses? He's
It's
tall.
his restaurant. He ain't pay for nothing, Diva, but the flowers.
I think he's nice looking. He got the skin going on. I don't know. I don't know.
You know what? And you know what? Maybe they will. Maybe Marlo and him will be in a good relationship. Maybe that will work. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And and one more thing, Diva. Yeah, yeah. Kandi and Sheree, they friends. Yeah, they friends. Yeah, they friends. But the thing is, she was having an opinion about uh about Sheree's business. She wasn't talking bad about it. And she even, like I said, even in her speak on it, she told people to buy Sheree's stuff. And listen, didn't Sheree talk negatively in didn't Sheree talk negatively about Kandi in her interviews?
Yes, she did.
So come on, come on, let's call it a spade, I guess. I don't know. Come on.
Yeah, that's right, Denzel. Thank you. All smoke, shade, and sunshine, Diva. Those are the Cotton Funeral Home 500 Road Special. Don't do that. You would be hoodwinked.
That was shade.
I was wondering how he got so many of them, and it was all nice and light. That was supposed to go to somebody's funeral.
Now I would be hoodwinked and sprinkled. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm just saying it's nice. It was a whole bunch of roses. Leo, what are your thoughts? That man is so good. How do y'all figure that? Go ahead, Leo. What are your thoughts?
I really don't. I don't take Marlo seriously. Mm-hmm. And that's just my bottom line with Marlo. Even with her shenanigans throughout the cast, or with Kandi, or Drew. Even with the scene with Drew, when the thing with Drew, I'm sorry, was it Drew? Drew, yeah, it was Drew. Mm-hmm. My scene with her was how she spoke so kindly to her over the phone. Yeah. Drew addressed the issue that was in the air. She hung up on. She did not like an adult, and just speak on what's going on. She apologized, hung the phone up, knowing full well she was being taped, and then cussed the girl out, talked about her marriage and a man. Yep. It's just I cannot take her seriously. Mm-hmm. Even this date that she has with this man, he do look good. I can't take that from now, but it's hard for me to take her seriously in her intentions of being genuine, of dating this man, to get to know him and really date him. Deep down, really, to be honest, I don't really feel like he is her type. He don't seem automatically manipulative, to be easily manipulated. He don't have a coin, that kind of coin she used to.
Right.
The fact that she had him on camera is suspect to me. Okay, and that's that last scene. But going back to Sheree and Kandi, and of course I'm gonna be in full disclosure here. Of course, I am a Kandi fan, mm-hmm. but I still don't. I can't agree, right? I can't agree that all things aren't consistent. I feel like Kandi and Sheree have a relationship, and they genuinely like each other, or Kandi genuinely likes Sheree. So she didn't really give Sheree all that smoke that she could have gave Sheree. She gave Sheree a little bit. Mm-hmm. Sheree spoke of things that's already in public knowledge that she handled. Keeping in mind, Sheree has none of these things. Sheree don't have a restaurant. Sheree don't have business acumen at the same level. I'm sorry, Kandi. Sheree don't have the same business acumen at the same level as Kandi has, and Kandi didn't drag her. Like, Kandi could have dragged her for full filth.
Yep.
For full filth. Woo. And she did not. Yep. Not on camera. Mm-hmm. Nothing. So y'all can talk all about Kandi ain't always right. Of course she's not always right. Mm-hmm. Nobody's right. But what I gather from Kandi is that everybody's stunting on her,
Yeah.
but she don't stunt on people like that.
Yeah.
And the girl is worth multiple tens of millions of dollars. And all her co-workers on this show, on the Real Housewives, she don't stunt on none of them. No matter what. Yes, she did a little kiki in the social media. Yeah, Sheree could take it personally, but Kandi never put forth anything outside of what's already out there.
Facts.
That we all know.
Facts.
She didn't come for her business.
No, she did
She
not.
put out what's already out there. And Kandi could really, really stunt on Sheree. She really could. All she had to do was say, I'm worldwide, and t-shirts was out 7 days later.
Come on now.
Ooh.
Not 14 years later, not 7 years later, 7 days later.
Exactly.
That's all. Hit the like button, everybody. Hit the like button. Leo, thank you so much. Radiance, what are your thoughts?
Diva, can you remind me of the scenes again?
Yeah, not a problem. We had the scene where, Drew did her video shoot. Okay, and the girls came and went skating. We had the scene where her sister arrived at the house, right? And Ralph was nowhere in sight. Then we had Marlo in the car on the way to her blind date. And then she called Sonia, and then she called Drew, and she just ripped Drew for filth after she hung up on Drew. And then we had the date with Marlo. And I just say, you know what? I don't know if it's going to last or if it's going to happen, because this man has 2 kids under 5 years old. One of them was just born. They ain't probably not even walking yet. I don't know. That's not a good look. But you know what? But we got to give it up for his aesthetic. He's a good-looking man. God bless him. And the parents that gave birth to him. That's it. Radiance.
He'll leave you broken, busted. He gonna leave you broken, busted.
He's a good man, Savannah.
Thank you for that, Diva. Thank you.
Go ahead, Radiance.
Oh my God. So I'm here for Drew. I like the way she's spreading her wings. She's not just boxing herself in with just one talent. So I'm rooting for her. I don't know if dancing is my girl's strongest suit. That's probably more of a Monietta thing. Maybe she should have got Monietta to choreograph it and help her walk through the steps. Because if you remember, when the chef was in the house, and the first chef, because they got multiple chefs, like she had multiple assistants and can't pay any of them. But the first chef, she was trying to bust a move when she was going to the Alexa to play her song, and she couldn't quite find the groove. She's a black girl in a white girl body, and I can relate to that because that's me too. But I'm not out here putting out a video, so there's that.
Me too. Me too.
But I'm gonna watch the video later and check it out. But I am rooting for her. The sister was overjoyed to be welcomed into the house. She had never been to the new house. Like you said, she was 4 years enslaved within the family in another state. Took this long drive, got there at 3 a.m. She was tired, but there was a feast waiting on her. Everything was cold, and Ralph was nowhere to be found. And she was overjoyed, and you could tell she missed her sister.
Yeah.
So I'm with the rest of the panel. There's no way you're going to keep me away from my family. We have to figure out a plan that works. But I do like the moment that her and Ralph kind of had. They walked past each other several times at the bowling alley.
Yeah,
But then they tried to act like it was their first time seeing each other. Oh my God, it's you. I'm so glad we're together. It just makes me think that Drew set her family down and was like, hey, before all the hit the fan, we're going to have some really good family moments on TV. Because for the past 2 seasons, I've been out here looking like a fool. And her husband has been the main reason for that. So he's been acting and on his best behavior. So I don't know if Diva going to give him points for that. Maybe not. Leo said take them all away. So we'll just disregard. For Sheree and Kandi, Sheree doesn't have any businesses for Kandi to disrespect. She came at Kandi like she done built the empire, and Kandi wasn't respecting her grind and her hustle like we've seen on this show and across some of the other platforms. Ma'am, you don't have anything for anybody to get angry about. Your own assistant doesn't have anything. So it tells me there's nothing to be had. And then you bipolar with it. 1 minute it's an elegant line. Next minute is women activewear. Then it's for the men. Now it's for the baby. You got your grandbaby there. Baby Mecca, grandbaby Mecca look cute, but are you gonna follow through? Is baby Mecca gonna be enough to motivate you and pull you out this laziness that you've been stuck under for 15 years? I mean, you got a shout out from Rihanna, but to what avail? Did that boost your sales? Did you make sure everything was ready to go? No, it did nothing.
That part.
Sheree is just like she's like a bubblehead. She's like a mom.
She lazy.
She lazy. I just can't. Now for Marlo, I feel like Marlo must have been saying the felon's prayer. It's like the felons unite. So to all my single ladies, to all my single ladies out there, there is hope. It was like it was like the felon twin powers unite. You know what I'm saying? And I want to make sure Marlo understands that he is a statistic. He is a baby daddy. He already has 3 kids. And so I just need Marlo to proceed with caution because he comes with baggage. And he's a young tenderoni. And if he get happy, he's skeeting her anytime. Marlo could become a real mama instead of just a munty.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for letting me do it.
I am screaming. Diva, I am screaming. Radiance got me hollering. Oh
Radiance.
my God.
That was good.
Oh,
ah, wow.
I thought this date was a good thing. Y'all just, oh my God.
It was a good TV date. They set it up good. Production set it up good for Marlo.
They did.
They did.
You know what's ironic now? I'm thinking because you remember Kandi. I remember now Kandi said F your flowers, and maybe that's why they had them flowers there.
But,
yeah. Oh, Radiance, I cannot. Dewan, what are your thoughts?
I thought it was a good episode overall. I'm really eager to see next week with the OGs, you know, and what they're going to discuss and all of that stuff. I want to see kind of more of the Drew stuff play out. I didn't tap in earlier about the whole husband thing, but that, you know, all of this is very interesting because I feel like we all knew something was clearly wrong there. They just weren't really sharing it. So now that we're actually seeing it, and then like I mentioned on her interview with Angela, she actually mentioned that she was shocked that he even showed up for filming. Yeah. Oh. He said apparently they don't talk at all really, and so a lot of what you're seeing is just raw. And so I'm excited to, well, not excited. I shouldn't say that about Divorce.
I know what you mean though.
Yeah. Eager to kind of see what goes on there. And I mean, I'm not really sure what to expect for the rest of the season. Nothing's really sticking out to me. So I'm just, curious to kind of see how, I guess, the friendships play out.
Yeah, you know what? I'm curious too, because you're right. Nothing is really sticking out. And I'm not sure how much is going to need to be resolved at the reunion, even though I do think the reunion might end up being heated between Kandi and Marlo. And I am interested to see who's going to be in those coveted seats next to Andy. I'm guessing right now, if I had to guess, I would be like Candy's going to be on one side and Marlo the other.
Yes. Yeah.
That would make the most sense.
When is the reunion?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking right now. But as you stated, there's nothing really where I'm like waiting for some resolve or whatever. And my heart breaks for Drew, but
it's sad.
So, and also just quickly, what happened to Kenya? Like, Kenya hasn't been on the last 2 episodes, really.
Shan?
Like,
Don't start with me,
I think you know what I think with Kenya, she doesn't have much going on because she's not willing to talk about this divorce.
You
Right?
know what I think? I think
So,
Kenya
Exactly.
is
so we're
busy being a
making up.
boss.
Yeah, well, wait. So she's making up stuff with this, and Kenya is digging for moments that already happened. She likes to drive moments into the ground. Like remember initially and I like Kenya, but initially she thought
Yeah.
and twirl. I'm going with the wind family.
mhm.
She like ran that all the way in the ground, and now she's running in the ground. This Kenya Moore hair care moment. It's like Kenya, you're a veteran in this thing. I'm gonna need you to do better. I'm gonna need you to pull out the hat and come one better than that, right? So I think that if she was to share like the divorce, but maybe she can't, right?
Mhm.
I just think that if we got something more from her, but she's in those scenes because what is she gonna do? And the cast is barely getting along. So
Well, yeah, and Kenya
uh-huh.
with the divorce, she's the only person that I know who's worth $1 million, and divorce is 8 years. I mean, how hard could it be to split them assets up? You know, it's like something is wrong there, and we need to know. But she's also dating this restaurateur now, so that'll be interesting.
I think that's phony, but that's just my
Mm-hmm.
opinion. And I think with Mark Daly, I think it's a mixture of a lot of things, but I also think that he's being a beast. I think he's being a beast. He told us that he wouldn't take anything from Kenya. Well, that turned out to be a lie. But see, nobody listens to Kandi. But didn't Kandi tell her you better get a prenup?
Yeah.
And she said she was good, and she didn't get one. And now here we are, Kenya. You should have got a prenup. Listen, I'm telling y'all right now, if you wake up and you hear Diva getting married, you better believe I got a prenup.
Prenup. Have that prenup.
The sign right here, or we not doing this. Okay, I came with my dollar. I want to leave with my dollar. You came with your $10, leave with your $10. But what we're not going to do is you're not going to do me like what's that Lawson Pippen did to Scotty. She got 50% of his pension. Whoa.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wow.
she made out like a bandit.
Mm.
She made out like a bandit and then got no respect because now you're dating his rivalry son, Messi. But anywho, and you got to give her 50% of your funds. It's like he just kept getting it stuck to him. Anyway, Shan,
And keep in mind, Diva, she not gonna marry him. She not gonna marry him because it's gonna cut into her pockets.
Yes,
she's messy.
She's messy. But you know what though? He falling for the okie doke too now. So let the ride, let him go on this ride. Shan, what are your thoughts?
I just got off the phone with Kenya. She said she's busy being a boss. No, I'm kidding. Obviously, I'm lying, but Kenya is busy being a boss, running her hair company, being a mom, fighting a rodent. Right. She's busy fighting a rodent in court. She has a lot going on. So that's why, being a beauty queen, being fabulous. I wish she would stop touching her face, but anyways. So this is the thing, right? I don't care if the whole world is saying something about me on the internet, at work, wherever.
Mm-hmm.
But as my friend, you better not be saying it.
That's facts.
So
thank you.
I will give you that.
with Sheree when she called out Kandi because as my friend, you gonna really tell me, oh, she buy Shein and laugh. Listen, Diva, I love you down. But your girl Kandi is very shady. She doesn't take accountability. She likes to throw a little shade, but everybody see her as, oh my God, Kandi, you're great. Wow. But no. I was with Sheree.
I'm gonna let you finish.
Okay,
Shan.
Kanye.
But Sheree was the one that introduced this type of shade that her and Kandi got going on. Because remember, the first episode of the last season, when Marlo was calling her all types of HOEs, and she was saying facts, and that everybody could get it. Kandi didn't see that until after the season. And then after that, Sheree became the one she would come for. And she did it lightly.
No.
Oh, you recall them on that patio talking about how many people see the floor.
Go ahead, finish.
Okay, you have a point, Leo. You do, my VIP sister, Leo, and my VIP sister, in my opinion, you do have a point. Okay, but still, Kandi, she acts like she's above it, but she's really not. She's gonna low just like the rest of them. Sorry, Diva. Sorry, my apologies.
But that's not what she do though. But go ahead, Shan. I love you. Go ahead, girl. I'm gonna shut up. I'm putting my thing on mute.
No, you good. I've been interrupting all live. I'm so sorry. But what's the next scene we talking about?
You could talk about the date because that's really all that's left.
Oh yes, he was very fine. You know what? This is like one of the most like good chemistry date I've seen on TV in a while. I feel like they had good chemistry.
They did.
But Marlo is not gonna like him like that because isn't she looking for an older sugar daddy? Allegedly.
Right. Well, you know what? She's used to having men that have a certain bank type.
But he has a restaurant at the strip mall, so I guess
Yeah, but he got all them babies he got to take care of.
He got 2 kids under 5 and under.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's money.
Attractive.
But I feel like that you didn't even really truly break up with that woman yet because the last baby is what? Not even
1 year old. 1 year old.
See?
But Marlo, this was the only scene so far I actually enjoyed. Other than her, talking about the outfits, because that was having me rolling in the past episode. This was the first season. I was like, wow, she is a human.
Right.
I see maybe why Manuel likes her. Like I see like 1%. Because I feel like on the date she was laid back. She was,
what you drinking?
I know, right?
You know what?
I know, right? I don't like her.
But
listen,
if I didn't know about any other scene,
right,
and I just saw this scene with her on the date, I would say she's not a bad person.
Right.
It really was a cute scene with her in the date. The way they interacted, the fun they was having together, the conversation that they had.
She was being like classy and
even the joke he was making about the meal, it was like light, shady, messy fun, about how to eat the food or whatever the case may be. And it was a nice date, but
we know who she really is.
You get this other side of Marlo, and you just like she's a mess.
Yeah, and I like what she's doing for the kids, the foster kids. I like that. I wish she would show more like what people were saying. Right. But did you talk about the Drew part when she was in the car?
Yeah, you could. Yep, we talked
about Marlo
it.
I mean, I thought she was fake before, but now all my speculations have been, approved in my head because girl, like. How do you switch like that? I mean, we all do it like at work in different places. Like we just blah, 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 and then we're like, hi, how are you? Like, but that really caught me off guard. Like, why are you coming so hard for Drew? Drew never really came for Marlo. She just, called Marlo out on certain behaviors. I did not like that. Marlo is fake. She said Drew was deranged. I think she's deranged.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because and then she hung up on her. If I was Drew, I cannot wait till Drew get her together. But I don't think Drew even have it in her to really put Marlo in her place. So I don't know.
She like tries to create these dramatic moments, and they're always an epic fail.
Right.
It's always an epic fail.
In the words of Diva, you get an F, Marlo.
You get an F.
But your outfit was cute at the date. I really love those.
Yeah,
that
she did look cute.
You really look nice.
In my opinion, your thoughts?
First of all, I'm gonna go backwards. Okay, I'm gonna start with the date because that's the man that'll leave you broke and busted. But Marlo ain't got very far because I think she already broke and she damn the show look busted. Okay, then I'm gonna go back to this car scene. Okay, let me tell you something. First of all, when somebody call you and is not genuine and is trying to cut you off with the "hey beautiful" and all that, I know that's fake. And so that's why Drew had her feet on her neck as she should have. Okay, she like, look, I don't want no fake apologies. You messed me over. I want you to know that you hurt my feelings. You was all up in my face, and she didn't want to hear it. So she decided she was gonna hang up the phone on her, and then talk about it like a dog. Let me tell you something. Marlo is one of them people that you don't want to be friends with. You don't want no enemies with her. You just want to stay far away from her. Okay, like I keep people like her in my back mirror. Okay, I don't want to see you. Let me tell you something. I'm so over Ralph because it felt His interaction with the sister felt so fake and so phony. You know, him asking her how she was doing after you done told this lady she can't come to the house. Let me tell you something. It's just disgusting. It's disgusting that you feel like you even have a say when you don't even stay at your own house. You in Miami doing God knows what, and in Tampa doing God knows what, with God knows who. Okay, so yeah, I'm over it. You know, I'm praying that Drew finds her somebody that will truly treat her like she needs to be treated. Because here it is, all last season I was praying for the girl to get a brain and leave this man alone. Because when he said I should have fed you a lunchable, I was through a raft in. No man should ever disrespect a woman that they call their wife like that.
It's a lot. He's a lot. He's a lot for sure. Thank you, in my opinion. Emmanuel, your thoughts?
Okay. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you heard this, Diva. Atlanta's taking a break. Did you hear that? It's not gonna come back until July 9th. So there's gonna be no new episodes for like a few weeks.
Wait, say that again. It's not what?
Stop, Emmanuel.
No, for real. They're gonna
For
take
real?
they're gonna take like 2 weeks off or something, and they won't be back until July 9th.
Because it's the 4th of July holiday.
4th of July weekend.
Oh, okay.
It's
Or
because
something
they're
like that.
boring us to death.
Oh,
You're gonna stop. You're gonna stop. But go ahead, Emmanuel.
Anyway, all right. Let's go from the first scene. Once again, the Grand Dame of Atlanta doing Grand Dame things.
Please stop.
Not only did Rihanna give her a shout out, you know, Rihanna, she's a real famous person, but she was able to get the most stubborn, hard-headed woman to apologize to her. Okay, look, Nene Leakes told us about Kandi a long time ago. She said Kandi can dish it out, but she can't take it. All right. Nobody joked about Kandi and her restaurant not passing the health inspection, them getting a C on it, because we saw her show. The employees were a mess, not washing their hands, all those
Hey,
bad
Emmanuel.
reviews.
Emmanuel.
Yes.
Who said we don't know if we gonna get biscuits or bullets? Who was that?
Was that before or after Kandi
Okay, who was
shaded her?
that Candy that slept with everybody in Atlanta?
They had already resolved that at the reunion. That was
No,
the
they
whole
didn't
point.
resolve. See, you can't resolve stuff like that. That's what I'm saying. Once you say it and you said it with your chest, you can't say I'm sorry and it's all forgiven.
Well, the
And Candy
point,
didn't lie. She said what was on the screen, like people asking her, like, what's up with your girl, her clothing line? She said, it ain't up.
that's true, but like Shan said, if you're my friend, the whole world can be against me. You're supposed to be the one person who's supposed to be on my side. And like Sheree told her, if you had any questions, then you should have picked up the phone and called me and asked me about it. Well, can't I told you guys, Candy's not a real friend, and I'm with Sheree. She needs to keep Sheree's name and business out her mouth and go focus on her husband, her mom, who she's still having problems with, and all that mess. Okay, and then third, um you know, so many people swear that Kandi is genuinely friends with Kenya and Drew, right? Yet it has now been 2 events in this season that both Kenya and Drew have had, and guess who's not been missed? Who's been missing? Kandi. So I guess
Candy
that what?
had a performance the night that Drew
Oh
was
no!
filming.
Excuses. I think Carlos King was right. She doesn't show up for them like
When
they
she
do.
came to when she
Let
came
him
to
finish.
Atlanta,
Let him finish, in my opinion. Let him finish. Go ahead.
okay, I just gotta say one thing real quick. When she
Okay.
came to Atlanta, guess who she brought on the stage to perform?
Holla.
Lisa Dora.
Yes, she did.
holla. Come
Yes,
on.
she did. Holla. Go ahead, Emmanuel, though. Bianca, thanks for becoming a member. Thank you so much.
Anyway.
Go ahead, Emmanuel.
Yeah, so yes, she's not a real friend. Carlos King was right about that. It's all about an alliance because you even I want you guys to pay attention. The way Kenya said to Drew, wait a minute, she's not coming? And then Drew said, no, she didn't tell me. And then Kenya was like, wow. It told you right there what Kenya thought about it, but she's too scared. They're all too scared because they're afraid that Candy's gonna beat them up because
That's true.
she threatens
That's
everyone on there. So I get it. Now, last but not least, Marlo. Marlo, oh my gosh, she is doing her job because she has all of you guys mad and she has all of you guys thinking that she's actually like this. But this is all an act. She's doing this for the show. That's what y'all are not
Fire
understanding.
her. Her acting sucks.
Marlo is doing what she was getting
Terrible
for.
actor.
So yeah, that's all I had to say about that.
Did Diva go to sleep on you?
Oh no.
No, Diva's not paying attention to trolls. That's what she's.
Nah, it's not trolls. It's the truth.
I want to know.
I'm listening to Emmanuel, and the crazy thing is, I know he believes every word that is coming out his mouth.
Absolutely.
And I'm sitting here like,
I'm gonna pray for your young mind, then, Emmanuel.
With prayers, hashtag pray.
My husband came in and walked in on these scenes, and he was like, "Oh my God, that man out with her."
Yeah, but okay. So, Emmanuel, did you finish?
That's all.
Thank you for your services. I'm just messing with you.
Emmanuel. I know.
Nikki, your thoughts?
Oh Lord. Okay. I think I only really want to say about Kandi. I would say I, for the most part, disagree with Emmanuel about Kandi, because I think Kandi still hasn't learned her lesson from when she helped Kim Zolciak with the song "Tardy for the Party." I do think that, in my opinion, what I get from her is genuine. I'll help you out if you need my help with something, especially if it's in her expertise level. I do think she's the type of woman that is not a hater. I just don't get hater from her. I get even if she can't show up, I get from Kandi, I'll send you $500. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I get from her. To me, that's very genuine. And I really do think if Marlo, if she was smart enough, and I don't already say what I said about Marlo, she would, if she could look past whatever her hate is towards Kandi, she could be like, this is the partner you want in your business. This is the person you want to unite with. This is the person you want to like be an apprentice for, you know, because she has a roadmap. She doesn't know everything, but she's getting to the bag, you know, like I've said ever since I came on here. But I just want Marlo to just calm down. And I really wish she would stop giving these girls or these ladies exactly what they are wanting from her. Her negative, outlandish, rude, guttural, like y'all say, responses to them is what they want her to do it. And she's not smart enough to be like, I see y'all for what y'all want to do, you know, and I'm not engaging. Kind of like Candace from Potomac. For many years, she would get gaslit by all of them. They all coming at her, right? And then last season, she was just like, you know what? I'm going to sit here. I'm going to be calm. I'm not going to give you what you're expecting. Marlo hasn't figured that part out yet. And then I think everybody said everything about Sheree. She has delusions of grandeur. You know, it's just unfortunate. She's just never going to be. What did that man with the bone say? She ain't ever gonna be married. I don't think she's ever gonna be a business mogul. I don't.
Ooh,
but,
that man right there. Ooh,
he told her about her bones. He said, "My bones don't see it. My bones don't see it." I am happy for Drew. I am team marriage. I am, but I am not team let somebody make you look like a whole fool in front of the whole entire world. I mean, it's bad enough if he makes you look like that at home, but it's real bad. You on a whole national or really international platform. So, and I never saw that coming because of how he would gaslight her. I was like, she really believes everything this dude is, you know, giving her. So I'm sad about that because I just want marriages to work, but he's just not the type of person that you can work it with. And I feel like from season 1 that he came on, he was cheating on her way before then. So I don't think,
you know, I really feel now that I do feel, I feel that Drew and Ralph were in a bad place when they started the show.
Yep.
And I think they only came back together to get that money from the show.
Yep.
And it just never, it just continued to go downhill and get worse from that point on. I don't think they was in a good space when they got on the show. Same thing with Monique Samuels and Chris Samuels from The Real Housewives. Yeah,
I like them. I was actually surprised at them and Croy and Kim. It was certain ones where I was just kind of like, oh, you know,
you seen little sprinklings of Chris and Monique.
It was cracks. I saw the cracks.
Hey, Diva, can I answer one of your comments? Somebody asked about me.
Okay, but give me a minute. I'll let you answer. And then with Kim and Croy, I did not see that coming. But
me neither.
Finance
not
is
them.
definitely one of those things that can break a couple apart. And I think that Croy hung in there the best he could. And I really feel like it got worse. It was bad, but they was able to stay afloat when they still had the show Don't Be Tardy, because the money would come in. It would come in. They would go under, but they knew the next season was coming and the money would come in. But I think once the money was no longer coming in, they was doomed. Because she allegedly has a very bad habit. When you want to take your daughter and sneak to a casino, and see, that online casino stuff did not help any gambler, because at the very least they used to have to travel to gamble. Now you can do it right from your iPad or your computer, whatever, which makes it worse for a gambler.
It's crazy.
Right? Yeah. So once she no longer had to go and travel to gamble, I think that just accelerated the problem she already had. Because when that story came out that she took the daughter to the casino, told her to be quiet, don't say where
in another state, Diva, in another state.
In another state. And had her daughter in the car at 3 o'clock in the morning. Anything could have happened to that girl in that car.
Yeah, that's not right.
Yeah, I just didn't see those marriages. I felt like they were, you know how it's like you see people and you're like, they're kindred spirits, like they're good for each other.
Right.
I feel like there is a genuine love for each of those. Unlike somebody like Sheree and Bob, I just was like, that seemed
But you know, let me add this to it, and this is me being serious, all jokes aside. When you have people that start to isolate their families, in my opinion, you're doomed, right? And so the way she cut off her parents, when she was initially on The Real Housewives of Atlanta, that held her down when she didn't have anything. And the way when she got all high and mighty with her cash, and now all of a sudden her parents wasn't good enough. They was raggedy, they was trash, they was all of this, and you kicked them out the wedding. I never watched Don't Be Tardy after that.
Wow. Me neither.
Yeah.
Me neither.
After that.
Yeah.
But wasn't it crazier it was crazier to me that both of them did that. Like he said that
because I
was like, what the hell?
Well, in my opinion too, I think that she just wrapped her claws around him, and it was and I feel like I'm not saying I'm 100%. I feel like Croy didn't have many relationships
I agree
like that before Kim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kim
I
hopped
agree
on
with you,
top
Diva.
of him. Kim topped on top of him, honey, and he was lost.
His mind.
That's right, Diva.
Right.
I agree.
Yeah.
And then he
put
his own family away.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, that was weird to me. I never understood that.
Yeah. And she did every trick in the book that the mother chicks didn't do before her, and he was done.
And wasn't he like 24 or 25 like that?
He was young.
Yeah, he was
young. That's right. He was young.
He was young. And
she did the thing to him. She did the thing to him.
She did the thing to him. So wait, in my opinion, I'm gonna let you answer. I'm gonna go to Denzel because I'm over time, and then we're gonna close this out with whatever you want to say. So then, I mean, not Denzel. Dustin, what do you want to say?
Sorry, I was on mute, but I just wanted to say that I had a great live tonight. I'll see you tomorrow, Diva.
Thank you, Dustin.
I love you very much.
Love you back. Carrie, thanks for being a member. Thank you for joining. I truly appreciate it. Trent said he was 28. That's still kind of young, because how old was she at the time? And she was, but not only how old was she, Kim had a lot of experience, and I'm not just talking sexual experience. I'm talking about overall, because she was used to running men, because she had Big Papa. She picked up the phone. Big Papa did whatever she wanted to do. And I feel like Croy did whatever she wanted him to do. In my opinion, what did you want to say?
Yeah, Dave. Okay, so I'm finna answer GD, I think that's the name. Said I'm contradicting myself by saying if my sister was coming, I wouldn't let nobody say my sister can't come over. Here's the thing. In my marriage, and yes, I'm married, okay? And my husband already know it. But this is the thing. I'm not a narcissist, okay? First of all, my husband knows family comes first, okay? He wouldn't try to keep me from my family. And yes, if I say my sister's coming over here, this as well as my house as it is his. Just like if his family wanted to come over here, they can come. So no, I'm not a narcissist, okay? I just know my marriage.
All right. Ooh, okay. Let's unshake the train. Ooh. Yeah, woo. Thank you, Denzel. Thanks, in my opinion.
What they say, woo child.
Woo child. All right. Thanks, everybody. Listen, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, this was the Real Housewives of Atlanta recap, season 15, episode 8, roller stakes and blind dates. It was okay, and I had a ball recapping this with y'all. Tomorrow night I will be recapping Love and Marriage Huntsville. And let me tell you something, those Scott brothers, they could do a whole textbook on these Scott brothers because they a piece of work. And Maurice is a piece of work. And listen, but you know what though? I have compassion for everything that Kimmy went through. But you know what? At the end of the day, and I'm not talking about her diagnosis, I'm talking about this whole relationship. She knew what she was getting into when she got with that brother.
She's messy too.
But can I ask, is this show on Peacock or no?
No,
because I thought about watching it today.
It's on.
I only have. What do I have?
Can you look at it online?
I have Hulu. Does that have it?
You can definitely check it out online, or just go to the Peach Reports Instagram, and they literally post a whole episode in segments.
Okay, because I was thinking about what is it called when you watch it, like binge watching? I was thinking about binge watching.
Oh yeah, you can.
You can watch it. You can watch it online on.
You can get it on the Discovery Plus for like $5.99.
On what now?
She said $5.99. Yeah.
Okay, I was just wondering.
Oh wait, Jersey Girl 6 years I was screaming. Oh, they said it's on Hulu too.
It's on streaming.
Hulu. So you good?
Okay.
It's on Hulu. Yeah.
Diva, can I just say
upload it on that? Of course you can. Go ahead.
Just one thing about it, because I hadn't really watched the show. I follow it on social media. Why do they call that child Monster?
That's what we have a problem with.
Yeah,
too.
Is that his
that's
name?
the question we've all been asking.
Oh, he answered it on College Podcast. It didn't make no sense.
Oh, okay, because I'm gonna have to
That
check
man
that out.
never
Yeah, I seen a little social media clip of I think him and Kimmy and somebody else arguing at the table, and I never really paid attention to that.
Yeah, he said he called him a monster because he's gonna be a real monster when he grow up to be a tech billionaire or something, because he learned from them. Yeah, it was stupid. I didn't understand it at all.
This is so dumb.
But it was a dumb explanation. But you know what? Either way, they said it's all in the name, right? So it's all in the name. Now I don't want to get biblical on y'all, but there's this story called I want to say it's called the story of Jabez, right? And his name meant pain. But my thing is, because his mother, you got to go look up the story, right? But all I'm saying is that's why they tell you watch what you name your children,
right? Watch
what you call your children.
Exactly.
So you manifesting, you trying to flip a name that doesn't mean something good and say it's good, but he's manifesting. To me, he's being a typical teenager, but the way that it's coming across on TV and they're making it come across like he's truly a monster.
And he looks a little depressed too.
He does.
I felt so bad when he said, "I just speak to myself sometimes." I was like, "Wow,
yeah,
that's sad."
You know what, Diva? I watch a lot of true crime documentaries, crime that happened in real life. And a lot of times when the people get sentenced, they'll be like, he's a monster. He did this and this. He murdered, da-da-da-da. Like, monster is never good. So please, Maurice, please.
Yeah, I wish they would abandon that name too. We're talking in case you're confused, but we're going to recap it tomorrow. Love and Marriage Huntsville. But listen, guys, I enjoyed y'all. Thank you so much. Y'all took me
great show.
Y'all had my train go over. Okay.
Hit the like button.
Y'all. Listen, guys, but you know what, Sheila? Thank you so much. Love you, Sheila. Hi, Diva, and everyone. Thank you, Sheila, for the super chat. Listen, guys, gotta go pick up your belongings because this is the last stop. That's right, deuces.
Out of service, deuces.
Out of service. That's right. We won't turn back on this train until tomorrow night for Love and Marriage Huntsville, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I love y'all for being here. See y'all next time. If you didn't hit the like button coming in, hit the like button going out. Smoke, I'm sorry. I don't even have time, Smoke. I'm closing out. I got to go.
Subscribe to.
Hey, Smoke, really quickly. What are your words? Quickly.
Words. I find it very hard that bullshit. My stuff's playing back. Oh, my bad. Anyway, actually, no. Just end the show. We'll talk about it later.
Okay, all right, we'll talk about it later. Listen, guys, thank you so much for being here. I'll see you next time. Hit that like button. Bye, everybody.
Good night, Diva, everybody.
Bye.